It'll be Los Angeles off the tip. And now the Lakers starting group. Caldwell Pope is the 2 with Ingram playing small forward. The big men are Nance and Lopez. And it's Ball in at the point guard position. Now here's Ingram. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt. Clark, assess the center position right now in the NBA. I'm talking about elite centers and their place in the game.
Well, the center position has changed, Kevin. You don't have a lot of back-to-the-basket centers anymore. More of the big guys are stepping out and are more like stretch fours than traditional big guys. What you have in the center position now typically are rebounders and rim protectors. Not many dominant scorers on the low block.
Count that one.
And, you know, Ntilikina is effective from the mid-range, good at reading the defense, and then capitalize. Off the space he gets.
It's Ingram on the wing. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here. And Brandon Ingram, the 2nd overall pick in 2016 out of Duke. What do you make of his rookie season?
You know, very much a work in progress. You have to remember how young he is. Didn't turn 19 until 3 months before the draft. And he's still rail thin. So he's got a chance to improve very quickly over the next few seasons as his body continues to mature.
Both shots good from the stripe.
And Ingram, the former Blue Devil, an extraordinary player who only promises to get better and better.
And now just over a minute played here in the first. And the pass to Porzingis. Takes it into the teeth of the D and converts the layup.
In that height, with that much of an advantage height-wise, there's just not a lot the defense can do.
Here's Nance trying to get open as Lopez. And Nance kicks to Lopez. Ingram wide open, and he's good on the 3 ball. Ingram's got 7.
You know, he attracts a lot of attention, and Lopez making the most of it there to set his teammate up with an open look.
Hardaway passes to Cantor. It's stolen by Nance. And pushing it up, here's Los Angeles, and the shot goes in.
The quick feet and hands of Caldwell Pope paying dividends at the defensive end.
The Knicks have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Porzingis against Nance. Cantor dishes to McDermott. Porzingis kicks to McDermott. Tries again. And he sinks the layup. First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. Shoots. Ball no good. Knicks trail by 3. Stolen by Ball. The drive by Lopez. It's blocked. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Cantor. Caldwell Pope passes to Ingram. And Nance kicks to Ingram. Hardaway against Caldwell Pope. And he makes it look easy, dunking it hard with one hand.
And you see the quickness of KCP bursting to the rim.
And that was Under Armour bringing you that replay. Unleash chaos. And what a play it was. .158 left to play in the first. On the wing, Hardaway. Porzingis against Nance. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Hardaway. Lets it go from the baseline and nails it. Hardaway has got his first points in this one.
That's a shot he shouldn't be afraid to take more often.
And when Ball has the ball, it's in good hands. He can run the offense, no doubt.
Here's Ntilikina. Cantor dishes to McDermott. And finished off by McDermott.
And that's the kind of lead pass we've come to expect from him.
Well, you know, one of the things young teams typically struggle with is defense. I mean, no surprise that the Lakers have struggled in that area. A lot for them to clean up before they can battle with the big boys across the NBA.
Now Porzingis. Larry Nance missing from long range. That one goes in.
Nice way to start the evening. His numbers getting calls, and for good reason.
Well, you know, Greg, they can count on him to get buckets. I mean, he's getting the ball because he's very efficient when he has it.
Here's Porzingis. Chance there to take the lead. Missing. And Clark, when you take a look at the Lakers' young core, do you see the potential for a top-flight defensive team?
Well, I think their talent is more tilted towards the offensive end. Still, I think they can become better by cutting down their mental errors defensively and focusing on the defensive rebounding and getting back in transition. Those things are correctable, and I think the young Lakers will have a chance to improve in those areas.
Cantor with a screen on Nance. Inside. Out to Porzingis. Over Nance. A good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. Lakers ahead, leading by a point. And the second quarter will be on the way when we come back. And off we go, a close game now starting the second quarter. And what stands out to you from the Lakers in this one?
Hustling on that offensive glass, that's led to a number of second chance points.
And we know energy and effort go hand in hand, and they won't be denied playing with a bunch of energy, easily coming up with those offensive rebounds too.
Here's Baker. And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter to play. And New York, looking at who they've got. We've got Hernan Gomez. Baker out there with Lee. Then there's Beasley. And it's Kuzminskas in at the 4 spot. And a chance for just a second now to check out the scoring breakdown for New York.
Guys, their penetration has been outstanding. I mean, it's actually been great. They're really finding those holes in the defense.
Yeah, also something I like out of them so far, they're throwing their bodies around in the paint, and the physicality is taking its toll.
Free throw drops in. And for Beasley. Clark, when you look back at all the coaching you received and all the coaches that you've covered, what allows a coach to have a team buy into what he wants to do?
I think there are a couple of things there, Kevin. One is authenticity, being who you are as a man and a coach. Whatever your personality is, whatever your hallmark pillars are as a coach, the things that you don't allow to be negotiated, staying true to that. But authenticity is huge. And then adaptability, being able to be flexible within your authenticity. Those things, to me, give you the most credibility as a coach and give you a chance to one, be enjoyable to play for and also successful.
So it's the Lakers now, following the score by New York. Kuzma, and again it's the Lakers from deep.
Man, this thing is just going back and forth tonight.
Yeah, it's been a seesaw battle. Right now, I mean, as soon as one team grabs the lead, the other grabs it right back.
Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
Definitely saved the layup with that foul, and you'll make him earn them from the line, and that's what you want to see.
And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the Lakers.
They've definitely had a hot hand from three-point range. Always nice to get off to a good start.
You know, another factor in their offense so far has been their ability to convert and score off turnovers.
He hits both from the stripe. Here in the second quarter with a little over a minute gone. Here's Dang. And he overshot that one, missing. New York shooting impressively throughout at 62%. And Beasley gets it to go on the assist by Lee. Beasley's got the lead up to 2 now for the Knicks.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And when you make 5 in a row in close like that, it also takes pressure off your perimeter guys, too.
That shot by Caldwell Pope, no good.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look. And guys, right now, the defense mentally not there. Can't afford too many of those in a close game like this.
Yeah, Jay, you're right. Almost a free run for him there.
Momentum can swing on plays like that, Kevin, especially when the finish has that much thunder on it.
So timeout called here, the first for Los Angeles.
Luke Walton is the 26th coach in Lakers history, and it was love at first sight for the Lakers. I mean, after one interview with the team and the top brass, the other interviews were all canceled, and the dream job was his for the taking, and I think he's going to turn out to be quite a good coach in the NBA.
He's checked in for Hernan Gomez. And Los Angeles making a change here as well. Zubats is checked in. Lakers trail by 4. And he called it his dream job. But a lot of risk for Luke Walton, certainly in Los Angeles. Lakers had just gone through the worst season in franchise history.
Yeah, and, you know, not to mention the unrest in the front office, Kevin. In the end, though, for Luke, it was just too good an opportunity to pass up. He's a SoCal guy. He won rings in L.A., and it wasn't the safe move, but sometimes the best moves require some risk, and it was where he wanted to be.
Lee goes in. Beasley outside. Offline with his 3. Lakers have gone 2 of 5 from the field here in the second quarter, shooting 40%. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here. And Randall, a dominant rebounder, but, you know, Clark, can he man that center position for stretches, do you think?
I don't know, Kevin. He's a little undersized, but he has the motor. He's got the timing and strength, just not the length. He's not a natural rim protector, but sometimes effort can overcome your weaknesses.
He misses the free throw.
After playing just one season of college basketball, Randall entering the NBA with much fanfare, trying to live up to that lofty billing now. You know, in some ways, Julius Randle is a throwback power forward. He's a rugged rebounder, runs the floor well, scores it inside. But he's got ball handling and passing skills that are above average.
Now, here's O'Quinn, and that basket is going to count. Goaltending, the official call.
That's a very close call. I'm sure he thinks it's a clean block, but looks like it was on the way down.
The kick out to Dang. Launches a three. The Knicks pull it in. And Randall, very skilled with the ball in his hands. He can rip and run.
Yeah, he's excellent in transition. That's where he thrives, because he can put it on the floor well enough to get baskets for himself or create for others. And I think he's just got to refine and improve his own shot-making ability from the perimeter. And if that happens, watch out.
And Jordan Clarkson, a second-rounder out of Missouri, he's got some offensive talent.
Yes, he does. I love his game. He's solid as a jump shooter. He's athletic, can make plays for others. His defense continues to get better. He brings a lot to the table. I like this young man's game a lot.
Often modern NBA players will get criticized for not being sound enough with their fundamentals. Clark, do you feel that's a fair statement?
I really don't. I think it's a bit of an overreach. You know, we all have revisionist history. Things were always better in our past than they are currently. I mean, the stories get better as we get older is one of the ways I've heard it framed. I think the players are more athletic, and because they play growing up in more structured environments, I think sometimes they don't get the same nuances and feel for the game that you would get from just playing organically. But I still think fundamentally the players are quite good, and I do think that's a bit of a reach as a sweeping statement that they're not as sound fundamentally today as they were in the past.
And that one misses.
And Dang brings a lot to the table. I mean, a terrific defender, and he's very reliable as a scorer at all three levels.
So New York ends up going with the new group. Ingram, he's checked in for Los Angeles. Ball comes in for Kentavious Caldwell-Pope.
And working, Kevin, themselves to the line here in the second. A nice way to get your offense going.
And maybe cause some foul trouble along the way as well. And we know what that can do. It pays off typically in good fashion for you.
Now, here's Ball, following the miss by Porzingis. Dang with the screen for Ball. Over in the corner, Zubats. And out of bounds as the Knicks gain possession. Nancy's checked in for Luol Deng. And the Knicks decide to take their first time out here. Different look for New York. Joakim Noah, he's checked in for Enes Kanter. And it's Beasley in for Doug McDermott. And just over 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Here's Ntilikina. Beasley left side. And it's denied. And here's the fast break. Ball leading the way. And it's good, 2 points. Ball's got his first 2 points.
And in transition, Ball is a problem. A quick decision maker who knows exactly where to go to get fast break opportunities.
But they'll get another chance. New York moving it around. Noah with a screen for Porzingis. And out of bounds as the Lakers gain possession. The Lakers trail. Takes the three. Ball no good. New York's gone 0-3 from beyond the arc to start the second quarter. Outside Hardaway. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Hardaway. Brook Lopez is checked in for the Lakers. 27 seconds left to play here in the half. Ball with it. The tray. That shot is off. Porzingis inside, covered by Nance. Well, fade away. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in. And that's now 6 points for Porzingis. Here's Ball. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot. That one is on Beasley.
You know, you look at Ball's size and speed and confidence, very impressive. An exciting prospect who I think has an all-star future.
The Lakers have gone 5 of 8 from the charity stripe here tonight. That's good from Ball. And he makes both free throws. Outside, Porzingis. He got it up in time, but it wouldn't fall for him. And so it's a close game as we wrap up the first half of basketball. Knicks lead by 1. Time now for the halftime break, with the third quarter soon to follow right here on 2K Sports.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back, everybody. It's the Halftime Show on 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson here with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. For the Knicks, the first quarter was pretty even. They never dug too deep a hole for themselves in the first period. The most they trailed by was 5. They had a slight edge on the scoreboard in the second quarter, but only by the slimmest of margins. Taking a look at the Knicks, Kenny, what'd you think?
Well, they've been pounding. I mean, pounding it in the paint. Not just taking the first three-pointer when it came across. That keeps the defense on its toes.
Shaq, what was your takeaway on the Lakers?
They got to get more aggressive on the glass. Over the first half, we saw them being schooled down low. You know what I'm going to say, Ernie. Barbecue chicken. If I was coach in the locker room right now, they'd be getting an earful. Extra rebounding. Effort will pay off in other ways. The energy is really where it starts. Something like that, Ernie.
That's it for halftime. Glad you could join us, as now we send you back to the action for the start of the third quarter.
And it's been a back-and-forth game so far with no ground given through the first half. Third quarter starting here now. And Xavier Caldwell-Pope really making a difference here.
Oh, well, they've done a good job of letting the game come to them, and really few forced shots here so far.
The Knicks with the lead. So the Lakers 5 right now. Filling out the wings, it's Clarkson and Ingram. Then it's Brook Lopez. Then it's Ball. And it's Kuzma in at the power forward position. The basket counts and 1. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it a 3-point play. Clark, you know we like to reach out to the fans and have them send in questions, so I've got one right now. Here's Alex in Ohio, of all places. He asks, what sport other than basketball are you best at?
I specialized early, Alex. I was a decent athlete, had good hands, could catch and throw a football pretty well, but didn't like the contact there. Right now, I'm actually just a good workout guy, and I'm trying to become a better than average golfer.
It'll go, and the Knicks lead is cut down to 1 on the bucket from Lopez.
Lopez is really dangerous as a shooter if you give him space to catch and then shoot.
Here's Lee outside. Ball with the rebound. LA has gotten fewer than half of their... Pointers to go down tonight. They're 4 for 9 for the lead. Lee with the steal. And pushing it up. Here's New York. Baker with the bucket. Baker's got his second basket of the game.
And a good example there of why it's important to change ends quickly.
Vitally important. I mean, if you relax for a second, you're cooked. You're toast. They learned that lesson there.
Left side, Porzingis. Back to Noah. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Noah's got the lead up to 5 now for the Knicks.
Another bucket down low. They've been the aggressors, taking the ball inside and attacking at the rim.
You're exactly right. It's been all good at one end, and let's be diplomatic and just say not so good at the other end.
Porzingis can't hit.
Just not there from a rhythm standpoint right now. It's really eluding him.
Kuzma. And again, the Lakers no good.
That's 1 for their first 4 to start the second half.
Time called here. The Knicks decide to talk it over.
And really, whether you're up or down, it's a game of adjustments.
Always. And having a good coach is critically important. I mean, you need somebody you can count on to make the right adjustment.
Well, as we all know, Greg, a season to forget last year for Joakim Noah.
Ended up only playing in just over half the games due to a knee injury. Glad to see Noah back out on the floor, and he's looking to kind of put last season behind him and get a fresh start.
For the Knicks, Hernan Gomez is checked in for Noah. Kuzminskis comes in for Porzingis, and it's Doug McDermott in for Beasley. Baker kicks to Hernan Gomez, and that one is stuffed right through.
And nobody, guys, among the defenders stepping up to challenge him on that drive to the 10.
And Greg, he says thank you very much and sails in for the flush.
And those are the kind of sequences that tell you why the score is what it is.
And there's the 3-second violation. New York leading by 7. Doesn't get it to drop for him. And the Lakers will go the other way with it. Here's Ball. It's rebounded by Kuzminskis.
Yeah, the offense scuffling a bit to start this second half. Only 1 for the first 5.
Hernan Gomez kicks to Kuzminskis. Hernan Gomez with the ball. Lopez is there. Hernan Gomez, no good.
I'm a fan of anybody who defends that way. I mean, they weren't about to open the door and just allow him to cruise in for a layup.
And truth is, though he misses that one, it's a shot he normally makes.
You're exactly right, Greg. That's certainly in his range. Forget about the miss and get ready for the next one.
A minute 50 left in the third. Baker kicks to Hernan Gomez. With the second effort, and the layup is good. Hernan Gomez has got 4 points this quarter.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Caldwell Pope with it. He's picked up by Lee. Kept alive. Here's Lopez, and a good offensive board, and he gets the bucket. Lopez has got 7.
Yeah, bully balling his way to the rack that time. Lopez with a great second effort.
Lee goes in. 1:11 left in the third quarter. Here's Hernan Gomez. Oh, tried to dunk it home, but drew the foul, and it'll go to the line.
And you don't like to concede the free throws, but it's better than getting flushed on.
Well, Greg, you know, there's no question about that. You played on a tough, physical Knicks team during your NBA career, and that would fall right in line with a smart, strong foul right there.
I agree. Very good point.
The first free throw is good. And the Lakers with some changes. Ivica Zubac has checked in for Brook Lopez. And Larry Nance is subbed in for Julius Randle. So after making the first, he goes 1 for 2. Lakers trail by 8. Outside for Caldwell Pope. Nice ball movement here by the Lakers. Swiped away. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. It's stolen by Nance. And pushing it up, here's Los Angeles. Dang's got the ball.
And made possible by a heads-up play defensively at the other end.
The Knicks leading by 6. Kuzminskis kicks to lead. Pass to Hernan Gomez. And it's out of bounds. The Knicks able to retain possession here.
So close to getting the steal there, but the deflection equally as effective.
Yeah, refusing to give up anything easy. Solid defense, and I like that attitude.
Ntilikina, he's checked in for New York. Unable to get the ball in bounds. They get called for the 5-second violation. And the Knicks making a change here. Porzingis is checked in. Ball kicks to Zubac. He dishes it to Ball. A 3-ball. Bangs home the trifecta. Now it's just a 3-point Knicks lead.
Man, that's sure got to be a load off his mind after not hitting a single 3-pointer in that first half.
New York calls timeout. Here's Hardaway. There's 18 seconds left in the third quarter. Inside, it's deflected. Now the Lakers on the break. Here's Nance. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there. The Lakers have made 7 free throws and missed 3 in this game.
And a season ago, they hit about 75% of their free throws.
And that one misses.
Wow, what, did he have something in his eye on that shot?
Maybe. And the second free throw, good. Outside, Porzingis banked in off the glass. Porzingis has got 5 points in the quarter.
And you know, Kevin, they count on him to provide offense, and he knows how to fill it up.
And we've watched 3 so far in this one. Knicks out front, up by 4. We've got more in store for you right after this. All right, the fourth quarter of action getting underway. We've had a great one so far with both sides coming to play. Lakers trail by 4. Ntilikina out there with Hardaway. Then it's McDermott, and there's Porzingis, and it's Kanter in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. So that's who's on the floor for the Knicks. And Enes Kanter picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Hardaway with the steal. Here's Porzingis. A tad short, but it's good off the front iron. Porzingis has got the fourth quarter going with the first basket of the period here for the Knicks. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Knicks.
Defensively, they played with a lot of energy, and the steals we've seen are a result of that aggressiveness.
They've been firing on all cylinders in the transition game, too. I mean, they've really run the break well.
Lakers trail by 4. Nance passes to Clarkson. It's rebounded by New York. Porzingis has got 3 rebounds so far in the game. Kanter kicks to Porzingis. Left side Hardaway. Shot clock at 5. Lets it go from 14. They get it back. Basket counts. And the Knicks lead by 6.
And you just hate to give up those second chance points.
Yeah, those are back crushers. I mean, they really crack your back when you give teams second shots like that.
Here's Ingram. He gets it in there.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They've really got to pick up that interior defense.
Time call here. The Knicks decide to talk it over.
You know, one of the undervalued parts of rebuilding is finding talented players of high character. And that's one more thing I like about Brandon Ingram. I mean, he's unselfish, a good teammate, and he accepts input from his coaches.
Hernan Gomez is checked in for New York. Kuzminskis comes in for Porzingis. And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin. Well, here's the summary of what Jeff Hornacek went over with his guys during the break. He was very adamant in the huddle. He said, don't let up now. Stay aggressive and do the things that have gotten us this far. We're almost there, guys.
Thank you, David. And Ingram, very quiet, very reserved, but Clark, he embraced the go-to role in his freshman season at Duke.
Yeah, and with his work ethic, the sky's the limit for this young man. He's humble, but very confident in himself.
And that one falls for Ingram.
And Frank Ntilikina out of France, played pro ball in Germany, and a lot of fans in the U.S. might not be as familiar with him, but for NBA execs and scouts, that's their job. Ntilikina has a game worthy of their attention.
Kicks it to McDermott. Lopez over to help. Stolen by Ball. And it's the Lakers on the break. Here's Ingram. And count it. He'll head to the line with a chance to make it 3.
Hey, I know Ingram looks a little wispy and light, but his strength is deceptive.
In a draft stocked with point guards, Ntilikina's court vision, Greg, might be the best of them all.
I mean, he's a true pure point guard. At the same time, a good shooter. The length to defend wings, so that versatility makes him one of the more valuable prospects.
And that one falls for Ingram. The Knicks have gone 3 of 6 from the field so far in the fourth quarter. They get it back. Lopez with the steal. Kuzma passes to Ingram. Lopez dishes to Ingram. So the wing on the left. Worked down low that time, and he got the 3-second call.
And those are the kinds of mistakes that are magnified when we're talking about a game down the stretch.
A different look for New York. Cantor comes in for Hernan Gomez. And it's Porzingis in for Kuzminskis. Over to the left wing. Here's Porzingis. And again, it's the Knicks missing. The Lakers trail. Ball, the pass to Kuzma. And he finishes it off with a one-handed jam.
And there you go, a confident scorer. KCP coming up big when they need it.
New York calls timeout.
And with the tide running against him, needs to talk it over with his guys.
You're exactly right. Halting the other team's run momentarily. Let's see what he comes up with now, Greg.
Now the presentation of our Jordan Player of the Game, Brandon Ingram.
And his percentage from the field tonight seemed almost made up. I didn't think it was possible to have that kind of success shooting the basketball. You need a little bit of luck, a bunch of hard work, and a whole lot of talent.
Looking at who's out there now for the Knicks. Hernan Gomez is checked in for Enes Kanter. Beasley comes in for McDermott. Courtney Lee, he's checked in for Hardaway. And it's Baker in for Ntilikina. Porzingis kicks to Hernan Gomez. And he lays it straight in. And Gomez has got 9 points here in the second half.
I love the low post attack on that one.
Now Ingram. And it's ball in the corner. To take the lead. Here's Kuzma. Shakes off the strong D and gets to the bucket for 2. Kuzma's got the game tied up here for the Lakers. New York's gotten off to an 0-for-2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Porzingis can't hit.
And out of rhythm offensively, but he continues to work at it.
Yeah, you know what? I think eventually he will find his rhythm because he is off right now, but all it takes is one hoop and you're back in rhythm.
Lopez dishes to Ingram. Oh, and they take the lead. Ingram's got 8 points in the quarter.
And you want Ingram to take over in these situations, and he does just that when his name is called.
And here's the fast break. Ball leading the way. It's stolen by Hernan Gomez. Whoops, they pick off the pass. Some nice passing here by Los Angeles. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for Los Angeles.
Boy, their hounding, harassing effort at the defensive end, very impressive. And they forced quite a few turnovers as a result.
And I also love what they've done defensively in terms of closing out to the shooters, getting a hand up, just making them feel a little uncomfortable on the offensive end.
Ntilikina, he's checked in for the Knicks. Nance, he's checked in for the Lakers. 56 seconds left in the fourth. Here's the screen. Porzingis passes to Hernan Gomez. Money!
Now, that is cold-blooded.
Indeed it is. Love seeing them deliver when they need him most. No fear taking these shots. I love it.
And he was camped in the lane there, and he gets the 3-second call. .40 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Passes to Porzingis. Fires from the corner. Nance with some nice D.
Boy, he has been cold for a while now.
Yeah, he has been, and he's got to find his stroke because he's holding back his team as a result of his poor shooting.
Ball. And the shot no good, a bit short.
And there have been some terrible shot choices here, Kev. That's not a good look at all.
Lee kicks to Hernan Gomez. Ooh, offline.
At the line for 2.
Good on the first, and that narrows the gap to 1. He's perfect from the line this time.
You can't have any more pressure on you than he had at the line right there. Shows you what he's made up as he's able to tie it up.
And the Lakers call time here. Now here's Ingram. For 3, Caldwell poked. Oh, no good there. The potential game winner off the mark. And that's going to do it for regulation. So we are headed to overtime. We've got more NBA basketball coming your way in just a minute. Well, if you're just joining us, this one has been a great one. We've got overtime action now, folks. And so off the tip, it's New York. So the overtime period is now ticking away. Should be fun. Courtesy of Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineup for us now in overtime. On the court for the Knicks, Porzingis and Hernan Gomez are together down low. Ntilikina and Hardaway Jr., the backcourt pairing. And it's Beasley in at the 3 spot. Zubac, the pass to Ingram. Here's Nance. Hands it from downtown. Nance has got the first points here in the overtime period for Los Angeles. Porzingis gets a 2, makes no mistake on the open jump shot.
You know, that's what you love about Ntilikina. I mean, very unselfish and constantly looking to set up his guys.
Here's Caldwell Pope. Gets it to drop, and now he's shooting at a 5 for 8 clip.
Unbelievable basket. I mean, giving up a lot of height there, but he was not to be denied.
Not when the game's hanging in the balance. That makes it a little different. He was going to get to the rim no matter who was standing in the way on that one.
And here is Ingram, and it goes out of bounds. That went off Porzingis. And the Lakers making a change here. The Lakers in the lead. Here's Ball. Gets to the rim for 2 with the D all over him.
And he is proving to be a gamer. You got to expect Ball to look to score in these critical stretches of the game.
And the dunk by Porzingis.
Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think.
That's exactly how you send it. 2 hands and down.
Pass to Kuzma. A little over a minute and a half gone now here in overtime. Ingram kicks the ball. There's a screen. Just 4 to shoot. Zubac the pass to Ingram. No good on the triple.
And extending the D there, putting a lot of pressure on the shooter.
You're exactly right. Patrolling the perimeter well and didn't allow the shooter to get off a clean look. That's what you would call A+ defense.
New York trailing. Easily in the post to the inside to take the lead.
Brandon Ingram is as complete a player as they come. I mean, not only awesome on offense, but spectacular on defense as well.
Nails it!
And Caldwell Pope not letting the pressure of the moment affect his focus.
And Ball comes to help. Porzingis kicks to Hernangomez. It's in! And that shot brings them to within just 1.
Yeah, beautiful play on the interior. They're just using the height advantage to lay the ball up and in when they really needed that basket.
Now, here's Ball. Guarded closely. For the 3. The offensive rebound. Zubac.
And guys, that's his game. I mean, battling in the paint and cashing in on those second chance opportunities.
And Greg cashing in hard. I mean, man, oh man, he puts an exclamation point on that dunk.
Yes. Guys, that's the only way he knows how to do it. Soft, I don't even think is in his vocabulary.
New York calls timeout. They're trailing by 3. 29 seconds left to play in OT, and this battle continuing. So New York going with almost an entire new group. Enes Kanter's checked in for Hernangomez. Kyle O'Quinn comes in for Michael Beasley. Hardaway's checked in for Lee. And it's Baker in for Ntilikina. Big group substitution here for the Lakers. Andrew Bogut, he's checked in for Zubac. Randall comes in for Brandon Ingram. Hart, he's checked in for Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. And it's Clarkson in for Ball. The free throw off from Kanter. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Hardaway with the steal. Randall against Porzingis. Over Randall. It's off. Out to Hardaway. He feeds it to O'Quinn. To take the lead. And so it's the Lakers who come out on top here. They escaped with a victory, although they needed an extra period to get it done.
Yeah, but what a great game. I mean, both teams, I felt like, gave it their all. But when it came to OT, it was just all about sheer determination on their part.
And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, guys. Congrats, Brooke, on the win. You guys were down, but you were able to overcome it. What does that say about your team?
You know, I think it shows our poise. You know, we responded. You know, I think we were really.
All right, David, thank you. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching this presentation of the NBA on 2K Sports. See you later.